Welcome to South Haven Business Beat. This is our special election edition. We talk to the candidates about the issues important to you and your business. We would like to thank the following sponsor, Pure Focus Media. Have an event coming up? Let us capture all the moments that will create memories that will last a lifetime with our professional photographer and videographer. Also announcing our new digital selfie photo booth. Book with us today. And now here's your host, Aaron Kozort.
Hello, I'm Aaron Kozort, and this is South Haven Business Beat. We're continuing our series on the upcoming election, and we're here today with Jim Robinson. He is running for the District Board of Supervisors for District 5. Jim, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, longtime resident in DeSoto County. Our family's been here over 2 decades. All of our children, well, 2 have graduated from DeSoto County schools. Still have 1 in DeSoto County schools. My wife is a teacher in DeSoto County schools. So we've been involved in DeSoto County for quite some time, and attend church out in Olive Branch, and been a deacon there for just as long, over 20 years, and very involved in the community, and have been a part of the community in service all of our life here.
Sure. You know, as you think about this position that you're running for, what are the most pressing issues in the office that you're seeking there at District 5? Well,
I mean, in these financial times and the stresses that we have on families, working families, it's really controlling the taxes and keeping taxes low, and finding ways that we as supervisors or city officials can help our families that are struggling in the financial times, and making it better. There are a lot of small business owners here, and the small business owners struggle. We appreciate what the chambers, all the chambers do in helping businesses, but that's a big thing, helping the businesses thrive, keeping those government regulations off of them so they can make a living.
And what do you see as the primary role for a DeSoto County District Supervisor?
Well, I mean, it goes to what I'm currently doing. I'm a city administrator for the city of Horn Lake, and on a daily basis, I provide through all of our departments, provide services to the citizens that make their life safer, make their life easier, and going back to make their lives more economical. That's one thing that I think is one difference in my candidacy for this position is I'm currently doing many of the similar things that the supervisors do on a daily basis, and that experience speaks a lot.
Absolutely. So is that one of the reasons you decided to run? If not, what were the reasons you decided to run?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, we've been in DeSoto County for over 20 years, in 2 decades, and our family has been a family of service, whether it's been at our church. I started with the YMCA, was with them 21 years. When I left the YMCA, I was vice president and district manager over DeSoto County. And it was all about serving our community. And at the YMCA, we had members all across the county, from Walls to Olive Branch to Horn Lake and South Haven and Hernando. And that was a part of our life as service. And now I'm serving as city administrator for the city of Horn Lake, serving our citizens. And I want to continue to serve at a broader scale and take that experience that I have at the city to benefit our county.
You talked already about small businesses, and small businesses are a very big part of what the chamber is interested in. And in that vein, why are you, in your mind, one of the best individuals to represent small business owners at the county level?
Well, my wife and I also have a small business that we started years ago, kind of a repurposing furniture business, and along with our other jobs. And we know what it's like to struggle as a business and as a business owner. And we want to make sure that businesses have everything they need. One thing I've shared in years past, that what we did with the city of Horn Lake, we were trying to figure out ways to save our businesses money. Simple thing of getting with the fire chief and the Fire Insurance Rating Bureau, we lowered our fire rating, which put money back into citizens and businesses. The manager of Walmart at the time came to me and said, "You don't know how many thousands you saved us just in insurance costs." So thinking outside the box on ways to get our businesses to thrive, not just big business but small business, is a key in growing our community and making it a thriving area for people to live and enjoy and have fun.
We're taking a second to thank our sponsors. Follow App. The Follow App is the long-term solution for networking, instantly connecting you to those frequently missed opportunities to find the right referral partner or new client to grow your business. Be sure to share and subscribe for more business resources. Now back to South Haven Business Beat.
What is, in your job experience, do you think qualifies you to be efficient as a supervisor?
Yeah, I did mention there's a lot of things that I'm doing currently that the supervisors do, just at a larger scale. I got with our city engineer and we developed a city road maintenance project where we went out, looked at every single road. They actually scanned the road to see what level of condition it was in, and we've got a plan now to go for 10, 20 years and eventually pave every street in the city. Infrastructure is a big thing that I think I bring to the table, and infrastructure for the county is huge. I've been a part of the Driving DeSoto committee that has gone down to Jackson. We had some success and got some funding from Jackson to widen Interstate 55. We need to take that all the way down to the Hernando Commerce interchange. So infrastructure, and along with infrastructure is broadband. I've been a strong proponent of that. I live out in the county and we don't have internet out there, and I'm pushing for that for all of our residents.
Yeah, it's an important part of current life, and being able to have access to something that performs sufficiently enough to do the work that needs to be done. What are the top 3 concerns you want to address for your district?
Okay. I've touched on those, a lot of those. Infrastructure is one, keeping our roads at the best condition. We're working through issues with water and sewer in the city of Horn Lake, and that's a big thing that we need to continue to provide to our citizens. Broadband, I mentioned that, but the opportunities I've had to work with our police department and fire department, keeping our cities safe is a key. And I think you look at some of the statistics. City of Horn Lake has been in the top 5 for the safest cities. Hernando has made it in the top 3 for safest cities, and I want to keep that going. Education is very important to me. Actually, I started out as an educator close to, over 30 years ago. My wife works for DeSoto County Schools, so I want to keep our schools strong. That's what is a big draw for DeSoto County is our schools, and keep them safe.
Yeah.
We work with our sheriff's department now, and They provide our SRO officers, and we want to keep everybody safe.
Sure.
So those are some of the top 3 key issues.
Absolutely. So what things would you continue to do or improve upon that you think the district supervisors are already doing well?
Well, like I mentioned, they started the Driving DeSoto initiative to work on their infrastructure, mainly widening the Interstate 55. A part of that is widening 51, widening 305, which affects Olive Branch. Continue that and being a driving force down in Jackson to get funding here. I've been going down to Jackson for over a decade now, pushing for funding to come back to DeSoto County. And that's one thing I think they do well. And continuing some of the infrastructure, I think we can work a little harder on the infrastructure and a little faster. Mm-hmm. You know, the saying, the wheels of government turn slow. I've seen that, but there are other ways to work outside the box and working with community leaders and state leaders to push those a little bit faster. So
absolutely. Well, it's hard to believe, but we're almost finished. So, you know, and in as we wrap up, what are any final remarks? Anything that we haven't touched on yet that you'd really like to bring up, or anything you want to just revisit one more time as we close?
Well, like I was sharing with you earlier before we started, one thing that I feel makes me a strong candidate and the best candidate for District 5 Supervisor is we have legislators out there, and I'm not a politician. My position currently as city administrator is not an elected position. It's a hired position. And I'm in charge, have been in charge by the state of Mississippi and the codes of Mississippi to do my office with integrity and morality, and I feel I've done that. I've provided strong service to the citizens with integrity, managed the money. We get our funds from the tax assessment on properties, and we get that as an ad valorem, and we get our sales tax. Those are the 2 top revenues. Same 2 top revenues in the county. And I have managed those with all of our departments and our mayor and board of aldermen at the best way possible to give back to our citizens. And I think that experience provides a great stepping stone to move into the county supervisor position and continue that experience there.
Well, Jim, it is great to have you on South Haven Business Beat.
It's been a pleasure.
And we hope that this has provided some insight into Jim Robinson as a candidate for District 5 Supervisor. Thank you for watching.
We would like to thank the following sponsor, Wisdom Integrators. Are you a business owner and is technology getting in the way of your business? If your computers are slow, your website is horrible, or your business needs more efficiency, then it's time to reach out to Aaron Kozort and Wisdom Integrators. Thank you for listening to this episode of South Haven Business Beat. This podcast is brought to you by the South Haven Chamber of Commerce. We know relationships create commerce. Thank you for joining us. Like what you see and hear? Please tell others and subscribe.